Hi everyone, if you're watching this, thank you so much for tuning back in. It is Tika, the Cosmic Witch here. So today I really want to just talk about the full moon in Aquarius that's coming up. So that's coming up on Thursday the 15th of August of this year, and so I really wanted to kind of discuss some of the aspects and what themes I'm seeing and messages that I've been receiving from Spirit from this week. You can definitely still check out this week's intuitive message that I delivered a couple days ago as well. But that theme I'm still seeing is continuing in the charts, and especially for this full moon. So first things first, Aquarius is actually my moon sign and it's my rising sign. So I haven't really been feeling like not myself, but there's definitely been some weird things going on, and I'm sure it's because of this. But anyway, so definitely first things first, what I would say is check to see where Uranus and Aquarius, if any energy of the two, fall in your chart. Uranus is obviously in your chart, so where is it? That's going to be activated. As we already know, Uranus is in retrograde, so yes, that with this full moon in Aquarius, which is already Aquarius rules Uranus, so there's a lot of intense like Aquarian energy here, which we're going to discuss. So the full moon Aquarius, of course, is going to bring on the theme of breaking free and really just coming out of your shell finally and owning who you are and speaking with your, say with your chest energy, as they would say. It's really about just not giving a rat's ass anymore, to be quite honest. That's really what it's about, honestly, if I can be straight up with you like that. So some of the things that I'm seeing is that because we are breaking from these shackles, whichever they may be, now these could be boundaries that we have with people, people not respecting our boundaries and us not saying anything. And so for long over time, like typical air signs, not speaking up when you should have, and so you're accumulating all this emotion for so long, and like a volcano, of course, you're going to erupt. So be careful with that. If you're speaking out to people and you're talking about boundaries and you're letting people know, like, listen, I'm good, or if you just don't want to respond and people are coming to you and asking for, an explanation, you don't owe that to anyone. Okay, so remember what your boundaries are, but also remember that your words are your wand, and words can hurt people, and Aquarians can have a certain way of putting things. They're very good with words, so just be very mindful of that. Okay, you don't need to attack somebody for them to get them off your back. You don't. If you're speaking really from your higher self, then you really have no need to be doing that, right? Now, another thing I wanted to talk about as well was there's a lot of like Chiron aspects as well, and so of course Chiron makes us think about our deep healing and our wounds and what's really being triggered there. So I would also say check out where Chiron lays in your chart as well, because wherever it does, those themes of triggers or patterns you're going to be seeing a lot of right now. And so with the aspect of Chiron right now, it's really just reminding us that we need to ensure that our healing process and the way we choose to do that is really aligned to our higher self and what we really want to do forward. If we're really saying that we're trying to do better for ourselves and for the people around us, what does that really look like? One, it's about awareness, okay, but what does the healing process look like? Does it align to who you want to be? Or is it just, let me, brainwash my head with Netflix for 4 hours? Like, what is your healing process? Think about that. And think about, how people play a part in that and how they don't play a part in that. Because something we have to remember as well with the Aquarian energy is that we are seeking this huge release for freedom. We are finally saying, you know what, okay, I've gone through all these retrogrades, I've gone through all this BS, I'm finally opening up my eyes, I'm seeing things for what they truly are, right? Full moon in Aquarius just means that Pisces energy is just building up even more and more and more. Neptune's still in retrograde, so that's still going on too, right? So what is your plan? What is your plan for healing? What does that look like? And are you just allowing people to walk all over you? Are you putting other people's needs before your own? And if you are, why is that happening? Now, yes, the full moon in Aquarius is about, you know, freedom and such like that, but it is about social awareness too, and community, and still doing things with your community as well. So I'm not saying you need to shut everyone out because they're, you know, not on the same level as you or whatever like that. But what I am saying is just be aware of where you're putting your energy, because there is still a lot of deep healing that we have to go through. And I think that the aspects of Chiron that we have coming out right now is really allowing us to do that. Now, with the aspects of Venus as well, actually, with this full moon, I want to remind people that you don't have to say yes to everything, and you don't have to say yes to everyone, okay? The aspects of Venus right now are really telling us that a lot of opportunities can come up. A lot of people, if you're single, ladies, gentlemen, if you are, you know, out there and you're looking for opportunities for abundance and joy and harmony, as Venus likes to rule, how does that attract you? Like, what does that look like? Because there's going to be a lot of opportunities laying out to you, and the universe is really testing you to see, are you going to just fall for the first piece of gold that you see, or are you going to wait till you get to the full treasure chest? Like, what are you going to do? So just remember that you don't have to say yes to everything. Just because something or someone is available does not mean it's right for you. Stick to your plan. And that's another part I want to talk about as well. So with the aspects of Jupiter, the sun was trying to Jupiter for a while. Jupiter's aspects are still really strong in the cosmos right now. And so I also want to remind you guys that yes, we want to soak up the sun and enjoy the last days of sunny summer and, you know, be optimistic. But with the other, with Jupiter's trying to Saturn, we also need to remember that we have to be realistic, okay? We have to be realistic in how we're moving forward. If we want to say we're doing better, now that Jupiter is you know, direct again, how are we improving the way we try to act out our intentions, okay? How are you, like, what are you gonna do differently? Because we can't just keep doing the same things and expect a different result. That's literally the definition of insanity, and it's nuts, right? Like, you can't do that. So be realistic, okay? Give yourself a little reality check if you have to. So I've been feeling and seeing that a lot of people, a lot of us, myself possibly included, I'm not gonna say yes or no to that, but a lot of us are really learning some deep truths about ourselves that we've been seeking for a long time. We're finally finding the answers to things that we've been looking for a long time. And so by doing that, we're also breaking patterns of karmic behavior. But of course, we have our own triggers and past that can still get in the way of the future if the universe decides to throw a boomerang our way. So again, with the trines with Jupiter and the other aspects, remember that this information, this knowledge, which of course Jupiter rules, right, and philosophy, take that knowledge and turn it into wisdom. Now that you've learned and have received this information, what are you going to do with that information to produce wisdom through your actions so that you have a better result? Uranus, the Aquarius energy, is really about being straight up and being raw honest with yourself and being raw honest with the world. And to really do that, you really need to speak from the heart, which means you have to be honest with yourself. Like, you have to be completely honest. That's what Aquarians are. They're 100% honest. They're super weird. And yes, maybe the full moon will bring some weird, eerie things your way. Who knows? But you have to be completely honest with yourself at this point. Things are moving for you. Things are moving for all of us. It's just how we choose to see it. So really think about what is changing for you, what needs to change for you, and think about, you know, what deep healing are you doing, and is it really productive, and is it really helping you, or is it hurting you? Which one is it? And reflect on the things that you're saying yes to, and what are they, and are you just settling? You deserve so much more than what you're probably putting out there into the universe, and that's okay that you don't know that right now. But part of this process, part of Leo season, is reminding ourselves of what our worth is. And as we get closer and closer to Virgo season as well, we're going to be reminded that, you know, we are grounded in ourselves and in our honest truth, and we are beautiful, and we are completely whole and perfectly complete and enough just as we are. Now, again, embrace all that is coming. There is going to be moments of, you know, abundance, but that does not mean you need to say yes to everything. And honestly, right now for this week and with this moon, I would say, Brujas, if you're listening, hey, you don't need to cast anything in terms of abundance. The aspects aren't really strong for that right now. If you work with the cosmos, then you would know that. And if you don't, and you still want to work the cosmos, and you're learning to work the cosmos, I'm letting you know now, it's not really the time to be really looking at manifesting type of work. It's more about going inward. So think about the Hermit card in the tarot. That's what we are right now, okay? So yeah, let me know if this applies to you, if you're already feeling this. What are you trying to release? Let me know where Uranus does fall in your chart. What house is it in? That also is important. That's very, very important. So if you need help looking that up, let me know. But if you do know, let us know as well in the comments. And tag your friends, tag whoever you want. And thanks again, and happy full moon.